The forest is alive with the sounds of nature. Birds chirping, leaves rustling in the soft breeze. Lean and clearly hungry, the fox prowls through the undergrowth, his movements stealthy but unsteady. His sharp eyes scan every shadow and movement, searching for the faintest sign of prey.
3 days without a meal. My stomach so empty, it could echo. If I don't find something soon, I'll have to eat leaves like a deer.
He pauses, lifting his head to sniff the air. His nose twitches. There's something faint but promising. He follows the scent deeper into the forest, pushing past bushes and thorns. Finally, he stops, spotting an old well hidden among vines and moss.
A well? What's this? Could there be water? Or maybe...
He licks his lips, his eyes narrowing in anticipation.
A frog or two to snack on. Anything's better than this hunger.
The fox moves closer, circling the well cautiously. It's old, with moss-covered stones and vines hanging from the edges. Curiosity gets the better of him. He stands on his hind legs and peers inside. The well is deep, with shimmering water far below.
Looks promising. Maybe I'll...
His paw slips on the mossy edge, and his eyes widen in panic. With a loud yelp, the fox tumbles forward, falling headfirst into the well. The sound of splashing water echoes as he hits the bottom.
Great. Just great. Not food, but a trap. Bravo, fox. Your luck is as dry as your stomach.
The well and the forest canopy as evening begins to fall. The fox shakes himself off, his wet fur sticking to his thin body. He looks up at the impossibly high walls, their mossy surface glistening in the dim light.
Think, fox. There's always a way out. You're too clever to rot down here.
He paces, then attempts to climb the wall. His claws scrape against the slippery moss, but each time he makes progress, he slides back into the shallow water with a splash. Finally, exhausted, he collapses onto a small rock jutting from the wall.
No use. Unless wings sprout from my back, I'm stuck. But, there's always a way. There has to be.
A goat peers down, lazily munching on leaves. His silhouette is outlined by the fading twilight.
Hello, is someone down there?
The fox's ears perk up. His eyes gleam with sudden hope, and he sits up straight, switching to a cheerful tone.
Oh, dear friend. How lucky you've come. I've just found the most magical well in the forest.
Magical? What do you mean?
The water here. Sweeter than honey, cooler than a mountain breeze. I was just about to take another sip. But there's plenty for two.
The goat stops chewing, his ears perking up. He licks his lips, his curiosity growing.
Really? Sweeter than honey, you say?
Would I lie to you? Come down, my friend. We'll share this hidden treasure together.
Driven by thirst and greed, the goat doesn't hesitate. He leaps into the well, landing with a splash beside the fox. The water ripples around them.
I don't see any honey, just cold water.
Oh, it's definitely there. But first, let's talk about getting out of here.
The forest grows darker. The moon begins to rise, casting a faint glow into the well. The goat, standing in the shallow water, starts pacing nervously.
Wait, getting out? You didn't think about that before inviting me in?
Relax, my friend. I have a brilliant plan.
The goat stops pacing, his ears twitching as he listens intently.
What plan?
You'll stand on your hind legs and brace yourself against the wall. I'll climb up your back, and once I'm out, I'll pull you up. Simple, isn't it?
The goat hesitates but sees no other option. He nods.
All right, let's do it. Hurry before it gets darker.
The goat positions himself against the mossy wall, bracing on his hind legs. The fox climbs onto his back, using the goat's shoulders for leverage. With a swift leap, he clears the edge and lands outside the well. The fox stands at the edge of the well, brushing off his fur. His eyes gleam with triumph as he looks down at the goat.
Now, pull me up.
The fox smirks, leaning casually against the well's edge.
Oh, dear goat. You really should have thought about how to get out before jumping in. But don't worry, stay patient. Someone else might pass by, eventually.
The goat's expression changes to anger and realization.
Fox, come back, you tricked me.
The fox's laughter echoes through the forest as he struts away, disappearing into the shadows. The forest is bathed in soft golden light. Birds chirp as the camera follows the fox trotting confidently down a sunlit path. His fur is sleek, his movements energetic. He pauses, glancing back at the distant well, a sly smile on his face.
In every situation, it's not strength or luck that wins, it's wit. Always think ahead, my friend.
With a flick of his tail, the fox disappears into the forest, leaving. Winning isn't about being the strongest. It's about staying clever, thinking ahead, and using your wit, even in the trickiest situations.